Hi kids! For today's snack bites we are going to make hummus, which is a creamy spread made with chickpeas and spices. And today's recipe comes from this great cookbook for kids, New Favorites for New Cooks, which you can find at the library. So if we have clean hands, let's get started. So the ingredients that we're going to need are chickpeas, which are also called garbanzo beans. It's the same thing. A quarter cup of tahini, which is a sesame paste, and you can find that around here, even in the grocery store. So it's just a really thick paste. 1 garlic clove, a couple of onions, salt, and then olive oil and paprika for garnishing at the end. You can also use parsley or fresh parsley or dried parsley. Okay, so first we're going to drain the chickpeas because, as you see, they come with quite a bit of liquid. And we're going to reserve that liquid because we're going to use some in the hummus. And we'll just set that aside for a minute. And next we're going to juice 2 lemons. And we're going to use, when we cut the lemon in half, we're going to use the tunnel way of cutting so that we're safe. And just use your paring knife, cut the lemon in half. If you have a juicer, great. If not, you can just squeeze the half lemon with your hand and put the juice into a bowl. I like to, you'll get a few seeds, and then I just scoop them out and use my empty lemon half to put them in after. Next, we're just going to peel the clove of garlic, and you'll see this rough end here. I'm just going to use my claw so that I don't get the tips of my fingers and just cut that tip off, and then the garlic skin will peel off easily. And if it's a small garlic like this, you don't have to cut it in half, but if it's larger, you might want to cut it in half. And then we're just going to add the ingredients into our blender. And first we're going to start with the chickpeas and carefully pour those in. And then we're going to add a quarter cup each of the reserved liquid. And remember, when you're measuring liquids, you want to use, these are called liquid measuring cups. And a quarter cup is the very first line. So I'll measure first the chickpea juice, put that into the blender, and then do the same with the lemon juice. And then we're going to add a quarter cup of the tahini, which is the sesame seed paste. Our garlic clove, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, and 1 teaspoon of salt. And then we're going to put it on the blender, start it, count to 20, and then we'll turn it off and check with a long-handled spoon to see if everything has mixed up nice and smooth. So start counting. Okay, now I'm going to check with my spatula. So you'll see the consistency is really nice and smooth. Counting to 20 is pretty much perfect. At this point, if it's a little bit dry, you can add another couple tablespoons of the chickpea juice or lemon juice. I'm just going to pour it into my serving bowl. Hummus is really great with any kind of raw vegetables like carrots and cucumbers and radish and broccoli and sugar snap peas, and then of course like pita chips or pita bread. It's really yummy. So we're going to add just a little bit of paprika just for some color to make it look nice. If you have fresh parsley, just take a couple of stems. You can take the leaves off with your fingers and tear them up with your fingers too and sprinkle on top. And then we're going to add 1 more tablespoon of olive oil to the top. And that's it. You have a nutritious dip to eat with vegetables or chips or whatever you like. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to clean up the kitchen.